brain on everything you got accomplished in spring? You need some time to look at it that way?
Well, for us, I'm looking at this, and we still have 3 practices. So, like, for me, every day I'm trying to touch a game. So I'm trying to put these guys in game-like situations, let these guys play a little bit. Today was solid, and I thought we were a little soft, but we've come out and really gotten after each other. And in the day, I think guys, did a solid job once they got into it, trying to play ball. But we got to start fast. And today was good work, though. I like what I saw from our offense in terms of the run game. You see a plethora of guys. You see Kari Blazigan, did a great job. And you saw a young Jamari Wakefield. And I've been talking about this guy for a long time, but I think people today got a chance to see what this young man's going to be. He's talented, and that's not all. Offensively, the short passing game, it continues to get better, but still needs to be cleaned up. I thought today, we turned a couple of things loose. Up front, like I said, the run game was good. Defensively, we got to do a better job of knockback and control the line of scrimmage. We didn't have any balls really go over the top, but really didn't get tested that way today either.
A year ago, Blassingame was, learning the position. How far has he come, I guess, in a year at this point?
Love that dude. His energy is really infectious. He brings a different mentality to that side of the ball, just in terms of who he is, what he is, how he works. Him, Ralph Webb, that whole running back crew is really, pushing the envelope in terms of our physicality and what we need to be offensively. So I like where they are right now. The offensive line still has to catch up a little bit, but Cam's doing a great job with those guys.
How does Wakefield find a role? How does he get carries once you get the season with Ralph still here?
Put it on tape. Came out here today and, he put some things on tape, but he's been doing that for a while. We saw him last year, defensively almost every week, and he was a scout back. Let me tell you, you're talking about somebody putting it on tape. He did just that. Every day he brings his best. So in that running back group, you got a really competitive group of guys. If anybody goes down, you better make sure you get back early because you may have the job taken.
How much progress has Kyle made from last year to the spring this year?
Man, Kyle's fantastic. I don't know if everything showed today, but for Kyle's throwing great balls. I think what you saw at the end of the season with Kyle, it was exactly what you were going to get, and in the bowl game was sort of a step back a little bit, but few knew when he was playing with an injury, early in that ball game. So when you take that away from it, I like exactly where he is. I think he's a leader, and he knows this offense. I think he can play from different platforms now. You see him under center, you see him in the gun. I think he's going to be great moving forward, and Andy knows just what to do in order to make him comfortable. So that's the best thing about it.
How have you felt about the growth of the program from the way it ended last year to where it is right now to continuing that forward?
You know what? I think grabbing something new and getting to a new place and not necessarily getting what you want, leaves you hungry. This group is hungry. They're mad and upset. If we didn't win the bowl game, but you know what? It was one hurdle that was hopped over. So for us, we just got to continue, to keep grabbing what there is to grab. Right now, it's about progress. This group, it's starting to show us exactly what the nucleus of the 17 team is going to be. And you see some of our signees here today. I saw Dio, I saw Stone Edwards, I saw Allen, I saw a bunch of guys here. So what that means is these guys care because they're here to see exactly what they're getting themselves into. And some of these guys may have a chance to get on the field early. So I think the foundation's been laid. It's time for us to continue to keep putting good work on top of good work. And August comes fast.
You talk about the offensive line. How important are the guys you redshirted last fall to that group coming up this fall?
You know what? We need them. You look at Sean Moore. You look at Devin Cochran. Those guys have to play. Right now, we have to make sure that we're getting those guys game reps. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying utilizing my practices. Today, we went good on good. We went one-on-one, twos-on-twos. That's the only way you get better. To me, putting ourselves in a situation where it's a dog and pony show, where we're going ones versus twos, that doesn't make this team better. So again, we've been able to get between 65 and 72 snaps per practice of pure teamwork, and anytime you do that, you're playing games. So we can get back in the lab, show these guys exactly what they're doing right, what we need to fix, what reps they're getting, and let's be better.
Cochran was both left and right side today. You still trying to figure out which spot he's best at, or do you just want him to know both?
I want him to know both. As a young guy, you don't know where you're going to be. I think with him, he's talented enough to play either side. You know, I'm seeing him get better every time he touches the grass. Anytime you're 6'8", 315 pounds, and extremely athletic in terms of being able to move your feet, you got a chance. So with him, he's going to play. He's going to play just like Justin School played early. And we just had to get a year under his belt, and now he's ready.
How did the win affect things? Did it affect your play going forward?
I'm sure it did to a certain degree with Andy, but you know what? It's still about, playing with the elements. Whatever that is, man, let's make sure, we get it right. We stuck to the strengths of what we could do instead of trying to sail, a lot of deep balls long. We try to stay on schedule, offensively, move the chains, give ourselves some first down to make sure that we can get offensive plays so that defensively, man, we can, look at these situations and try to play these things out. I thought it was well called, on Andy's part, and defensively, man, we got a chance to get some good stuff on tape.
Derek, this is your 4th spring practice that's concluding. How easier is it now to get your message out than it was, say, even last year or 2 years ago?
Much easier. I think everybody knows, man, exactly, who we are. This team's going to fight. Not afraid of anybody. But now what we have to continue to do is make sure that we grow this team the right way. This will be the first, junior, senior football team that I've had. And, with that, this group is confident. I'm confident. But you know what? Confidence doesn't win ball games. Execution does. So, man, we just got to stay about the execution. And you know what? It's been fun to look at a guy like Ralph Webb, to look at Jay Woods, to look at, Jonathan Wynn, to look at these guys and know that those guys are fifth-year players, but then to look at Nephi Lalau and look at Bruno Reagan and say, man, these dudes play a lot of football. So now, we can joke with each other a little bit. I can sort of chide them a little bit. Man, I'm not as animated on the sideline because I don't need to be. These guys understand what